Here's everything we know about GTA 6 up to the release date of this very video. No fluff, no theories or silly data. All the information you'll find here today comes from primary sources and especially from the new volume of the GTA 6 document being compiled by the Rockstar community. I don't want to waste your time and we have a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. In GTA 6 we're going to have two protagonists who appear to be in a romantic relationship and have a dynamic as partners in crime during their heists, traveling to different locations and living on the edge with the law, similar to how gangs operate in Red Dead Redemption 2. The storyline of GTA 6 will be shorter than the latter but will feature many more side missions. The main theme of the story is supposed to show how the protagonists try to survive while living their lives, dealing with family issues and more. Despite the seriousness of the story, we can expect some crazy missions like those in GTA 5. Lucia is obviously the first protagonist. All we know about her is that at some point in the story she gets caught by the law for some not so serious crime as she's in a probation or parole program. It's believed she might have hacking skills that she uses in some missions of the game. There are strong indications that Manny Perez is the actress who brought Lucia to life during the development of GTA 6. The community has managed to match the voice of this actress from her appearance in the GTA Online Casino DLC with Lucia's voice from the game's trailer and the leaked recordings from September 2022. Listen carefully.
You can't be doing that. Stop it now. Nope, you got no business here. The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together. Being a team. Trust?
What more can I say? They have reasonable similarities and her previous work with Rockstar further supports her being the real protagonist of GTA 6. As for Jason, things are more complicated because we know very little about him apart from what we saw in the trailer, where at some point in his life he gets involved with Lucia and maintains a relationship with her. I won't speculate about his backstory in the game because we really don't know anything concrete about his past, and the topic of actors has always been too confusing in this case. From Brian Zampella to Dylan Rourke, with the latter now being the most recognized. But as I've said, I want to make it clear that this is pure speculation and we won't delve into details. Regarding other characters, we've learned some names like Dre, Sam, Wyman, Kai, Billy, Bobby, Zach, Shaw, Danny, Iris, Chester, and Dale. Of course, some are more important than others. For example, we know characters like Dre and Bobby are friends and we'll have some missions involving them, but not much else beyond that. As in every respectable GTA, there will be different gangs controlling various parts of the map. So far we've only learned about two of them. San 4 San, a Haitian gang similar to the one we found in GTA Vice City, which will likely also have a classic American gangster aesthetic. Then there are the Guardia brothers, a gang from some Spanish-speaking country, probably Cuba, and based on stereotypes, they might look similar to the Vagos from GTA 5. We have information about one more group, although it's unclear if they act as an organized gang or just as an isolated group that appears in a few random events and that's it. It's a far-right militant group that will be seen protesting in some parts of the map, possibly representing anti-vax flat earthers who believe birds are drones and that we're being sprayed with chemicals from planes. The only one spraying here is me. We definitely don't know all of them yet, but we do have a solid list of confirmed weapons we'll be able to use in GTA 6. This list includes a pool cue, 4 types of golf clubs, a crowbar, a rocket launcher, a baseball bat, an assault rifle resembling the AK, a knife, a Molotov cocktail, a harpoon likely usable as a ranged weapon underwater, a smoke grenade, a micro submachine gun, a bolt-action hunting rifle, an automatic rifle similar to an AR-15, a heavy machine gun, and a pump-action shotgun. There will surely be 4 times more weapons than those mentioned, but for now, these are the only ones we know for sure will be in the game. The items section is personally the most exciting because based on the objects we've seen, we can speculate about their purpose and what we might be able to do with them. The list includes binoculars, which seem to be cut from GTA 5, food and drinks like in GTA Online, a flashlight, cigarettes, lockpicks, pliers, possibly for breaking locks to steal containers or other things, USB drives for storing data, backpacks and bags to greatly expand our inventory, a GPS signal jammer to help escape the cops even with a stolen modern traceable vehicle, radios to communicate remotely with teammates, a kind of black hat device like in Black Ops 2 for hacking car security systems, and finally an auto dialer that could be used for phone scams or more likely to flood the emergency lines like the police to prevent them from receiving calls. All these are items we'll be able to carry in our inventory. There were many complaints about GTA 5 due to the limited number of accessible buildings compared to other games in this series, and it seems that GTA 6 aims to address this issue. So far, we know of a total of 8 types of places we can enter. These include nightclubs like the ones in GTA Online, pawn shops where we will most likely be able to rob, specialty shoe stores, supermarkets, bars, restaurants, apartments, and laundromats. For those who enjoy engaging in free roam activities instead of focusing on the story, there's plenty to do. There are dice games, the golf minigame from GTA 5 is returning so you can challenge your friends, and they're bringing fishing from Red Dead Redemption 2, although I'm not quite sure why. Of course, there's also diving, robbing cargo vans similar to GTA 5, small-scale robberies at places like bars, restaurants, and supermarkets, as well as package deliveries in the style of Amazon or fast delivery services. There were also rumors about a basketball minigame, but it's not exactly clear if it has been removed. At the moment, we only know about 2 collectibles out of the many that will eventually be included. One of them involves collecting parts of a specific car scattered across the map, which can then be taken to a mechanic to build a completely unique vehicle, similar to how the Space Docker is obtained in GTA 5. The other collectible seems to be a personal obsession of Jason, as just like in Red Dead Redemption 2, where you can collect hats, in GTA 6 you'll be able to collect caps found abandoned or even stolen from different places on the map. We know this because in the leak, the cap Jason was wearing was listed as a collectible. Just to give you a quick idea of how much we've learned about GTA 6, I'm going to drop some numbers without going into too much detail because some points could be spoilers and others are too complex to explain. Plus, since I can't show leaked material, it wouldn't be useful anyway. We know about 47 realistic details just from the leaked videos. Thanks to the leaked code, we know about 64 random events scattered across the map that would activate depending on how much of the story you've completed and which character you're playing as. Another 64 points of interest, very much in the style of Red Dead Redemption 2, that we'll probably need to visit to achieve 100% game completion. On top of all this, we know there are 17 new vehicles that didn't appear in GTA 5 or GTA Online. In addition to all the massive content mentioned, we know for sure that there will be 16 different species of animals, obviously among many others that haven't been leaked yet. These include the python, seagulls, raccoons, alligators, pigs, skunks, flamingos, squirrels, the southern leopard frog, crayfish, lizards, pigeons, opossums, whales, deer, and cows. To be honest, both horses and turkeys were also mentioned in the leaks, but only mentioned, so especially in the case of the horse, it could just be leftover material they're reusing from Red Dead Redemption 2. They might do the same as in GTA 5 and end up not adding them to the game. The weapon wheel is something that could be concerning for some people, as many don't want to play a GTA that feels too much like Red Dead Redemption 2, but I guess that's the path Destiny chose for us. From what we know, the weapon and item selector seems to be quite limited, allowing us to use only 4 short weapons at a time along with 1 long weapon. We will likely be able to expand this by using a backpack or bag that lets us carry up to 2 more long weapons. Apart from this, there will also be a secondary inventory similar to Red Dead where we can store items and consumables including body armor. Considering that character switching is instantaneous, it would make sense to store a different type of long weapon for each of the 2 playable characters. This leads us into the territory of new gameplay mechanics. Many of them come from GTA Online or Red Dead Redemption 2, but that's what happens when you update one game while developing another at the same time. In GTA 6, we'll be able to crouch like in Red Dead Redemption 2 instead of just having a stealth mode like in GTA 5. Going prone will also be an option, both during combat and when trying to sneak up on a place as quietly as possible. We'll be able to loot not only the dead, but also backpacks and containers we find around. Just like in GTA Online, we can drop and pick up weapons from the ground if we don't want them taking up unnecessary space. It's known that if we get killed and the situation allows it, we'll be able to revive before dying for good. This will be done with some kind of healing item that will quickly inject to avoid death and hang on a little longer, similar to reviving horses in Red Dead Redemption 2 but with ourselves. We'll also be able to switch weapons from one hand to another for better convenience, and finally tackle or grab our opponents during a fight. The Eagle Vision mechanic from Assassin's Creed and Red Dead Redemption 2 will be present to identify valuable items we can steal, along with a muscle and weight system similar to GTA San Andreas, although I strongly suspect it will be more like the one in Red Dead Redemption 2. We'll also be able to pick up objects from the ground like in GTA 4, move bodies like in Red Dead, and have different dialogue options depending on the NPC and the situation. We'll be able to buy businesses to generate income and use them as fronts for money laundering. There's also speculation about a black market for selling stolen goods. We can find abandoned vehicles in the middle of nowhere and restore them, similar to Forza Horizon. The relationship between Jason and Lucia can be shaped by our actions in this story, allowing us to create a more loving dynamic or one full of arguments. We'll be able to give each other commands during a heist to ensure everything is under control, and a witness and police recognition system similar to Red Dead Redemption 2 will determine how wanted we are depending on where we commit crimes on the map. There's also the ability to exchange items between the two protagonists, unlock doors through hacking or breaking chains, and a hair and facial hair growth system like in Red Dead. We'll be able to eat, drink, and smoke from the item menu just like in GTA Online, and play without a radar while on foot, which automatically reactivates when entering a vehicle. Security cameras can serve as witnesses if crimes are committed in front of them, and we can hold NPCs hostage. There's also a new vehicle theft system that makes stealing cars more interactive and fun, similar to the minigames in GTA Chinatown Wars. Vehicles will have fully functional and customizable interiors, a driving system almost identical to GTA 5 but with slightly heavier vehicles, and the ability to shoot out the window as passengers just like the gang members in GTA San Andreas. All of these are mechanics we know for sure will be in GTA 6, although some might get cut before release. As for GTA 6 Online, a lot of content was initially planned but either got cut or didn't progress very far, like giving our character a voice. The online mode has been developed alongside the story mode for years, knowing that after about a year it will be the mode that keeps the game alive for the next 15 years. Other than that, not much is known about its development. Since at least September 2022, GTA 6 has been in an advanced polishing phase, focusing on eliminating bugs and making the game look more like the final product rather than the pre-alpha seen in the leaks. According to metadata from those leaks, the game's content is 100% complete and fully playable. Everything they wanted to add is already in or has been cut, and they're now focused on ensuring everything works smoothly from day one. We're likely getting the fidelity and performance options from GTA 5's next-gen version, but developers have reportedly faced issues achieving a stable 60 frames per second. Considering how challenging it is to launch a bug-free game nowadays, it makes sense that they're taking extra time for polishing. Everything was going smoothly until the community got shaken up recently. On September 8th, 2024, a well-known member of the Rockstar community claimed that GTA 6 was delayed until at least mid-2026, with the PC version coming out at least a year later. They stated this info came from multiple developers at two different studios. Naturally, this caused an uproar on social media, with people either losing their minds, waiting for Rockstar's official word, or smugly claiming, "I knew it and it was obvious." This escalated when Liam mentioned that Jason Schreier, who correctly leaked the date of GTA 6's first trailer, would comment on the situation soon, which led to some awkward silence. Schreier later clarified, "I never said anything about talking about this tomorrow or at any other time." Then, the very next day, he put the rumors to rest, saying he spoke to 6 Rockstar employees who confirmed they hadn't been informed of any delays. It looks like everything is still on track for a 2025 release, although Schreier warned that delays could still happen given the game's scale and ambition. Until Rockstar makes an official statement, the release date remains late 2025, consistently backed by Take-Two throughout this year. As I said on my Twitter, until the CEO of Take-Two Interactive or Rockstar's executives say otherwise, the most logical release window is still fall 2025. A 1-year delay at this point seems excessive, especially since the 2025 date is already a delay they decided on before releasing the first trailer. For now, all that's left is to wait for the trailer, which logically should drop before the end of the year. That's when all doubts will finally be resolved. Add me on social media to stay connected, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next video.